Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystic Whisper, your guide to the mystical and the magical. Today's topic is something that has intrigued philosophers, spiritual seekers, and even conspiracy theorists for decades. What if I told you that the Matrix isn't just a sci-fi fantasy, but a real construct that controls our perception of reality? The truth is, the Matrix is real. Not in the sense of a dystopian world dominated by machines, but in the form of an invisible system that shapes our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. This matrix holds us in a state of limitation, keeping us from realizing our true potential. But here's the key: you can escape it. And in today's video, I'll show you exactly how. We're going to explore what the Matrix is, how it operates, and how you can break free from it to live a life of true freedom, empowerment, and limitless possibility. The Matrix, as depicted in the movie, represents a simulated reality designed to control and manipulate human consciousness. But in the real world, the Matrix isn't a physical machine. It's an invisible construct, built on societal programming, limiting beliefs, and fear-based systems. From the day we are born, we are plugged into this matrix without even realizing it. Think about how society operates. From a young age, we are taught to conform to certain rules and expectations. We're told how to behave, what success looks like, and what we should fear. These rules are passed down by our families, schools, media, and culture. Over time, we internalize these ideas as truth without ever questioning them. This is the Matrix, that is, a mental and emotional framework that limits how we see ourselves and the world around us. The Matrix keeps you in a constant state of seeking validation, approval, and security from external sources. It tells you that happiness comes from material possessions, that success means fitting into a predefined box, and that life is a series of competitions and struggles. It's a system designed to keep you small, distracted, and disconnected from your true nature. But here's the secret: the Matrix is not real. It only exists because we believe in it. The moment you start questioning the system and recognizing the illusion, you begin to see the cracks in the matrix. The power it holds over you starts to diminish, and you start to reclaim your sovereignty as the creator of your own life. The first step to escaping the matrix is awareness. You must recognize that you're living within it. For most people, this realization is the hardest part because the matrix is so deeply ingrained in our lives that it feels like reality itself. But remember, everything you've been taught to believe is part of the program. From societal norms to cultural expectations, the program shapes your perception of what's possible and limits your potential. To break free, you have to start questioning everything. Look at the beliefs you hold about yourself, your worth, and your place in the world. Are they truly yours, or were they given to you by the Matrix? Ask yourself, why do I believe this? And who benefits from me holding this belief? For example, consider the belief that you need to follow a conventional path to be successful, that is, go to school, get a degree, find a stable job, and work for decades to enjoy a fleeting moment of retirement. Who benefits from this narrative? The system benefits, because you remain a cog in the machine. But does this path fulfill your soul? Does it align with your true passions and desires? By questioning the program, you begin to loosen the grip the Matrix has on you. You start to see that much of what you've been conditioned to believe is based on fear and control. The more you question, the more you break down the mental and emotional barriers that have kept you trapped. This process of questioning is like unplugging from the matrix, step by step. It allows you to reclaim your mind and begin thinking for yourself. Once you start this journey, the world will never look the same. Once you start questioning the program, the next step is awakening to your true self. The matrix keeps you trapped by making you forget who you really are. It distracts you with external noise, materialism, and constant striving for approval. But beneath all of this conditioning lies your true self, a being of infinite consciousness, power, and potential. Awakening to your true self means realizing that you are not just a body or a mind trapped in a material world. You are a soul, a divine creator capable of manifesting any reality you choose. The matrix disconnects you from this truth by feeding you a constant stream of distractions, such as fear, competition, scarcity, and superficial desires. It wants you to believe that you're limited by your circumstances, that life is something that happens to you, rather than something you create. Consciousness is the key to escaping the matrix. When you awaken to your true self, you realize that you are not bound by the physical or mental limitations imposed by society. You have the power to shape your reality through the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take. This is the essence of conscious creation. Imagine living life from a place of total awareness, where you understand that every thought, belief, and intention has the power to shape your experience. You're no longer reacting to life, you're consciously creating it. This is what it means to wake up from the matrix. You begin to see that life is a reflection of your inner state. When you align with your true self and your higher consciousness, the external world begins to shift to match that energy. Awakening is not a one-time event, it's a continuous process of peeling back the layers of conditioning and stepping deeper into your true nature. And as you awaken, you'll find that the world becomes more malleable, more responsive to your intentions, and more aligned with your soul's purpose. Fear is the single most powerful tool the matrix uses to keep you trapped. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, it's all designed to keep you in a state of paralysis, where you play small and stay within the confines of what's safe and acceptable. The matrix feeds on fear because fear makes you easier to control. When you're afraid, you're less likely to take risks, to question the status quo, or to step outside the system. But here's the truth: fear is an illusion. It's a product of the mind, a construct of the matrix designed to keep you from stepping into your full power. The moment you start questioning your fears, they begin to lose their hold over you. Fear thrives in the unknown, but when you shine the light of awareness on it, you realize that most of your fears are based on assumptions, not reality. For example, many people fear failure. They've been conditioned to believe that failure is something to avoid at all costs, that it's a sign of weakness or incompetence. But what if failure is just part of the learning process? What if it's a necessary step on the path to success? When you start to reframe your fears in this way, you begin to see them not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and expansion. To escape the matrix, you must learn to face your fears head-on. This doesn't mean eliminating fear entirely, instead, it means developing the courage to act in spite of it. Courage is the antidote to fear. When you cultivate courage, you break free from the chains of fear that have kept you confined. The matrix wants you to stay in fear because fear keeps you from realizing your true potential. But when you transcend fear, you become unstoppable. You begin to live from a place of love, purpose, and inner strength, rather than from a place of survival and fear. This is how you start to escape the matrix and create a life that aligns with your highest self. Once you've recognized the illusion and started to awaken to your true self, the next step is rewriting your mental program. The matrix has programmed you to think and act in certain ways, but here's the empowering truth: you can rewrite that program. You have the power to reprogram your mind, to align your thoughts and beliefs with the reality you want to create. The matrix conditions you to believe that you are a victim of circumstance, that your life is dictated by external factors like your upbringing, your financial situation, or the opinions of others. But in reality, you are the creator of your own experience. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shape the world around you. If you want to escape the matrix, you must take responsibility for your inner world. Start by identifying the limiting beliefs that have been programmed into you. These are the beliefs that tell you you're not good enough, that success is hard to achieve, or that you must conform to societal expectations. Once you've identified these beliefs, begin the process of replacing them with empowering beliefs. For example, instead of believing that success is scarce, adopt the belief that abundance is your birthright. You can reprogram your mind through practices like affirmations, visualization, and meditation. Affirmations are positive statements that align with the reality you want to create. By repeating these affirmations consistently, you begin to overwrite the old programming with new, empowering beliefs. Visualization is the process of imagining the reality you want to create in vivid detail. When you visualize your desired outcome, you align your energy with that vision, making it easier to manifest. Meditation helps you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to observe the program running in your mind and can consciously choose new thoughts that align with your true desires. The more you practice these techniques, the more you break free from the mental constraints of the matrix and start to live as a conscious creator. Rewriting your program takes time and dedication, but the more you do it, the more you'll see your external reality shift to reflect your new beliefs. This is the essence of escaping the matrix, taking control of your mind and using it to create the life you desire. Living outside the matrix means living in alignment with your true self and your highest purpose. It means breaking free from the limitations of societal conditioning, fear, and scarcity thinking. It means realizing that you are the creator of your own reality, and that life is a reflection of your inner state. When you live outside the matrix, you no longer feel bound by external expectations or limited by what society tells you is possible. You begin to make decisions based on your intuition, your passions, and your higher self, rather than on the programming that's been imposed on you. You become the architect of your own life, creating a reality that aligns with your soul's deepest desires. This path isn't always easy. The matrix will try to pull you back in, it will try to convince you that it's safer to conform, to stay in the system, to play by the rules. But the more you align with your true self, the more you realize that true freedom comes from within. No external system can dictate your reality when you are fully connected to your inner power. Living outside the matrix means living from a place of love, creativity, and purpose. It means embracing your unique path, trusting your inner guidance, and recognizing that you have the power to create a life of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. The matrix may be real, but so is your ability to transcend it. And once you've tasted the freedom of living outside the matrix, There's no going back. Thank you for watching this video. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on spirituality, personal growth, and escaping the limitations of the matrix. Let's continue this journey of awakening and empowerment together. Remember, the matrix is real, but so is your power to break free and create the life you truly desire.